Well, good afternoon, everybody. It's Saturday, June 22nd at 1:50 in the afternoon, and the dogs and I are out on the Cataraqui Trail walking west from Yarker. It's cloudy and 21 degrees centigrade, and we're expecting some heavier rain later today and tonight and tomorrow, I think, at least by the forecast. Just thought I'd come along here. I haven't been here for a while, and even though it's cloudy, I'm hoping to see some butterflies or maybe some interesting flowers, other insects, things like that. So join us today for this adventure along the Cataraqui Trail. Well, despite the cloudy skies, it's actually pretty good along here as far as activity of birds and bugs. So it's good to keep the eyes open, and you never know what you might see. Haven't seen many butterflies yet, but I did see one at a distance, a large one, probably a tiger swallowtail. Hopefully I'll find some of the smaller ones that I'm looking for. We've had pretty good luck along here with insects primarily. Birds are active too, but there's a limited number of birds you typically get along here. But in very big numbers, eastern towhees, field sparrows, crows, robins, things like that, song sparrows. But as far as insects, I've had some interesting spiders and dragonflies. Just got my olive hair streak butterfly, which was one of the main ones I wanted to see when I came here. That was only the first one I've seen, so maybe I've missed most of those for this year, although this is usually a prime time when they come out. But so it's either that I've possibly missed most of them, or maybe they're still yet to come, or maybe there just aren't many out today because it was sort of cooler and cloudy up until now, and now it's still predominantly cloudy, but quite warm and humid, so temperature-wise, we should be good. This trail cuts through large areas of red cedar savanna or red cedar forest on shallow limestone bedrock, which imparts Alvar-like characteristics. So there are Alvar-related species occurring along here from a plant perspective as well as an animal perspective. It's been pretty busy along here this afternoon, which I guess shouldn't be surprising since it's a Saturday afternoon. Quite a few bikers and walkers and dog walkers. Been a constant stream. one lady was walking two large Doberman pinschers, and one of them had a bunch of porcupine quills sticking out of its nose. So they weren't going to have a fun afternoon when they got home. Now, whether she was going to try and take the quills out herself or try to get the dog to a vet, I don't know. We've typically taken them out ourselves. Now, our dogs haven't gotten into porcupines too heavily, but a few times they've gotten into them with a few quills out of the nose or in the chest area or the mouth. Not the nose per se, but around the mouth and legs and chest area. And it's never fun because you basically just pull them out, and it's a struggle to hold the dog sometimes. Zoe had some a little while ago, and she was a struggle to hold. She doesn't look that strong, but we managed to get them out. Luckily, she only had about 6 or 7 on her inner mouth area. But that dog there is going to be tricky, I would think, being the size that it is, and right in its nose. That would hurt, I imagine, quite severely to pull those out. Like many people that get interested in nature study, I started out with birds, and over my life things have branched out since then. I guess it was really when I was in around university days, and I took a course in entomology, which is the study of insects, that I really found that field very interesting. And ever since then, really, I've been quite interested in insects, studying them, all different types. I don't have any boundaries as to where my interests are. I like all of them. There's someone that shouldn't be on the trail, a motorized ATV. Thing could barely run, and it stunk too. And now, just after 3:20 and during our way back, we've got some sunshine showing up. Still a lot of cloud overhead, but some sunny breaks poking through. Nice to see. Well, at 3:40, it's gotten a little more cloudy again, so the day is getting a little less suitable for butterflies and insects and things. So I think they're gradually diminishing as I head back. Don't seem to be seeing as many as I did before. Well, it's 4:17 right now, and we're making our way back to the parking lot at Yarker. And we've had a nice walk, very slow, just meandering and looking at stuff as we go. So we only walked about, I guess it'll be a total of 8 kilometers. Oh, that's enough. But we've been very slow, just observing the plants and the insects and other creatures that we come across. So doing quite a bit of photography. So that's always fun. And it's amazing once you start looking closely at things, all the stuff you can see that you typically miss if you're just sort of focused on going from point A to point B and looking ahead all the time instead of looking off to the side on the ground. It's always amazing what's right under your feet or right under your nose. And half the time you don't even know it. Okay, 4:25, and we're just getting back to the parking lot. Hope you enjoyed this outing on the Cataraqui Trail west of Yarker.